go back, make another spear. Oops. Don't scavenge. I just want a spear. Use wood. Shard. Confirm. Spear in hand. There we go. I like the spears. They work out really well. Very handy. Alright, let's go ahead. And the dog wants to fight now. Okay. I'm gonna create an obstacle. See if he falls. He has fallen. How about that? Okay, let's see. I like reading this stuff. See what kind of happens. It's kind of cool. Knocks some debris towards the dog. Fairy dog fell to the ground. Must regain footing to continue. Needs a moment to recover before acting again. And dog's armor was briefly affected. I guess dogs wear armor. So since it's on the ground, I'm going to stab it. And I miss. I'm going to charge. I'm going to advance. He's getting up. I'm going to attack. He's trying to run away. Let's see. Carved into the feral dog's lower right arm with a sharpened spear stab. It's stunned and unable to move for a moment. It tries to retreat, can't get away, and is exposed to another attack. So, I'm going to attack. And now the dog went to severe pain. So, gash feral dog's lower left arm with a sharpened spear stab. In severe pain, is having trouble concentrating. Another stab. Which is nice about the spears, I can attack from three away. So, it's very useful. Hit him again. Fallen, unconscious, bleeding. Good. Alright. Whip the feral dog's right arm with a sharpened spear stab. Fell to the ground. Must regain footing. Exposed to easy attack. Passed out. So I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna charge. It is in shock, unconscious, fallen. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. Alright, there we go. And it is bleeding, needs a moment to recover. I'm just gonna stab it. And it's dead. Alright. Now what I can do with that is I can take the dog, put him in here, take the glass, cut it up, and now I eat this, and I'll actually get thirst and hunger out of that, which is very nice. I have seen like hide gloves and fur gloves and stuff like that, but I don't know how exactly to make that just yet. So all this is kind of useless to me at the moment. We need to scavenge some more in the city. Crumbling apartments destroyed. The problem about like crumbling apartments and destroyed office buildings is they usually fall on you, so I'm gonna try not to do that because then my safety is way down. So kind of play it safe. Oh wow. Okay, well we're good. We got a sled with a strap, and that is a vehicle, and you can carry a lot. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're getting pretty set here. And we have half a pair of binoculars, which we can just throw on our sled. The tarp we will actually turn into a bag. So we'll take the tarp, put it in here, grab some string, put it in there, and we get a makeshift sack. Yeah, tongue twister. So I'll take the first aid kit, use this in that hand. Hold on, before we do that, do this, organize, empty it out, take all this stuff. Alright, here, just like that, and we got some cornucola. Let's grab that too. And alright, that's good. I'm not gonna worry about the body. Somebody else can deal with the body. Alright, let's see. Again, safety is getting a little low because of the broken building. This office building is in ruins and is unlikely much survived. It's collapsed. The creaking walls and ceilings are no boost to your confidence either. Still, that may mean no one was brave enough or perhaps desperate enough to go in there. So it's low loot and it's kind of not worth it really, but I don't know. I just take the chance. And there you go. Gambling. Hoodie. Very nice. Blue jeans. Another hoodie. This one's 0.8%. Wow. So there's another bag. It's only 18%. More. I'll take that. More medium length string. More dirty rags. We'll take that. Not necessarily that we need so many dirty rags, but in case we get injured, we just like wrap ourselves up. Newspaper, no. Okay, so we're gonna tear that other hoodie apart and grab more stuff. So now we got a handful of string, and where'd the other thing go? There we go. More rags. Voila. Okay. I think we're good here. Let's go up. Usually I go right to the Detroit area, but it seems like there's nothing really over there for me. I haven't really found, unless you have like a lot of money, and then you can start buying like augmentations and all kinds of stuff at a clinic, and I haven't really found, because the goal of the game is to figure out who you are, and every time I go over there I can't figure out anything about me, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. And that ends my turn. Alright. So I don't really need to go in the wooded area, and the wooded area, as you can see down here, it costs 2 movement, whereas the plains only cost 1. I have 4, so I usually just stick to the plains unless I need wood. And one little tricky thing is movement costs 1 on the plains, but hills cost 2, and I have 1 left, but it still allows you to go into a 2 spot even if you have just 1 energy. So with the 1 energy, I usually go up on a hill, bam, like that. So then I can see a lot further. And it's kind of cheating the system, but it's okay. We'll cheat the system. So where we are is a lake, and it gives you all kinds of water. You want to purify it if you can, but since we're not desperate, we're gonna drink it unless we purify it for now. I am going to empty out the soda. I want to use it, but it gives you a caffeine crash, which it boosts your rest, but then it drops it down again. Obviously, it's just a temporary, just like normal caffeine. We'll take the water and we'll go ahead and bottle that for now, just in case we need it later. And there's a dog down there, just a feral dog. We can't move though, so we're gonna end our turn. The dog moves away, so we'll go down. I'm gonna go into this little city here. See what we can see. Scavenge again. Abandoned apartments, and a crumbling apartment. Okay, let's go into the abandoned apartments. And this is where I use strong, because safety is a little more reliable, and you get a lot more loot. Yeah, look at that. More hoodies, another shoe, but it's right. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my foot. It gives you improper footwear and is uncomfortable, but it's better than not having anything, I think. I'm not 100% sure. There's another makeshift sack. This one's 98%, so that's really good. Another t-shirt, see if I can stack them. No. Alright. Oh, let's square that one. That one was, oh, no, that one's 95%. Never mind. I thought it would be better. 48% on that bag, 81% on that bag. We're going to take that just in case. This one's already down to 40%, and this one's 48, this one is 34. We're going to switch that one out. Some more string, take that string. More string, let's stack, or can we? Yeah, we can, okay. That's about it. Okay. Alright, let's scavenge some more. Another apartment, strong. Alright. So, nothing too great here. Oh, sorted small parts, I'll take that. Sorted small parts, I haven't really found too much use. There's a couple of things you can use it for, but we'll kind of discover that as we go. And I gotta sleep, or not sleep, but end my turn. And I don't know if I really want to go in here. Sure, yeah, it's the problem. So, while forcing open a promising looking container, your hand slips, leaving you with a sore hand. It's nothing serious, but it's hampered your scavenging efforts for now. So, oh well. We shall continue on. As you pick your way through overgrown ruins. A particular sound becomes briefly audible. It disappears but picks up again in a moment, as if carried by air currents. It is a distant humming like small gas engines out of a place of stillness of empty forests and abandoned buildings. Okay, and then we will go up. ZomZoms, a place to eat. Okay, so before we go there, let's kind of scavenge. I don't know what's there. Scavenge an abandoned mobile home. Break everything. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this is more toxic black mold. Pretty sure I have like lung cancer by now. Alright, let's see. Abandoned house. Go ahead and see what we can grab from. Oh, a box. Oh, another one of these also. Okay. Oh, mine's only at 5%. I don't know if I want to trade it out or just keep. I guess I'll just keep both of them for now. I don't need the cardboard box since I have this makeshift sack, and I don't need that bag. It's really low. Okay. I guess we need to end our turn because we have no more energy, and we shall go to ZomZoms, a place to eat. Yeah. Let's see. Actually. As a source of the distant sounds finally comes into view, you stop in your tracks, unsure whether it's safe to continue. Ahead you see a titanic warehouse, like one of those distribution centers from before the apocalypse. There is a dull roar of ethanol generators, combined with the occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from off-road vehicles. Figures seem to be milling around a low extension to the right, and the occasional ATV arrives or departs without fanfare. You don't think you've been spotted yet, this far out, though with all the activity it's hard to tell. So, okay. Leave, approach the warehouse, or what is this? Okay, so we can spy. Let's look. Don't want to approach it just yet. Peering into the distance, you see a bright sign reading ZomZoms, a place to eat, hanging over a giant garage door, fenced off behind tarp and barbed wire. Bright lights, welding arcs, and peculiar shadows can be seen in the fenced area, and more lights from within the warehouse. A semi-trailer attached to one of the lodging bays acts as a makeshift gate and pedway into the warehouse. Ragged-looking figures line up alongside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. It looks more like a club than anything else, except for that tarp area. Then you see it, a truck on the other side, offloading prisoners or slaves of some sort. That doesn't bode well, but then again, people come and go freely everywhere else, and are entering voluntarily through the pedway. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Why not? Let's see. While in line, you feel a flutter of anxiety each time the line advances, which, with each step, you try to catch a glance of what's going through the doorway in the trailer, but you still can't tell. Most of the people in line are ragtag looking, wearing mismatched clothes and stinking of sweat. Some confused, others bored. The guards are better groomed by comparison. Though you suspect they'd just as soon murder you for your clothes if they weren't being paid. Up a few wooden plank steps, you step inside the semi-trailer, and hollow sounds of a crowd echo down the narrow corridor from the warehouse. To your right is a clipboard. Chipboard? Oh, okay. To your right is a chipboard, a mesh booth where an attendant is collecting fees and weapons and stamping people before they walk down the trailer into the warehouse. Stock or spectator, the attendant drones, looking disinterestedly past you. Stock or spectator? Stock sounds kind of bad. If they're prisoner, I'm guessing stock is like prisoners. I don't want to be a prisoner. So spectator? I don't want to seem uncertain. Spectator, I guess. What you got? Looking behind her, you see ice slabs, shoes, and sundry items. It looks like there are definitely some items they'll accept more than others, at least today. So ice slab, shoes. They like shoes. So I gotta give them my shoes. You can have my shoe, I guess. Here you go. You offer your item, which she stashes in a metal locker. Hand, she demands. Reaching for a stamp as you present your hand, she applies a symbol and number, then nods to another grizzly merc who checks you for weapons. He tosses your confiscated items into a numbered bin and ushers you down the trailer. Inside, it's one part Super Club and one part Gladiator Pit. Yeah, Gladiator Pit. Stock. You get it. There you go. So, yeah, I'm glad I picked Spectator. A wall of sound assaults your ears as you cross the threshold. Part human cacophony, part generator exhaust. Mostly frantic industrial music. And the smell of food and smoke. You can't hear it over the noise, but you can feel your stomach rumble at the smell of sweet barbecue. Barbecue at a gladiator pit. Wonder what you're serving. The carnivorous warehouse is dominated by a dirt-floored arena with high mesh walls. Spectators ring the pit on three sides, the fourth reserved for a large garage door leading outside into the tarp-fenced courtyard. Beyond the door, you catch the flash of welding arcs, where it appears scrapyard bots are being prepared. I can kind of see where this is going, I think. And opposite the garage door, the thing you really care about right now, a wide booth with grills spewing sweet and spicy smoke into the rafters above. People clamor to get at it and walk away with their prize smeared over hands and lips alike. Barbecue. Get some barbecue. You wade through dirty patrons, intent on manhandling some ribs or beans and rice, or whatever it is they've got cooking over there. Who knows how long you've been in cryo, how long it's been since you've had a hot meal. Pressing your way through this final wall of hungry patrons, you get an elbow on the counter and desperately try to make eye contact with one of the servers. A few eternal minutes later, one of the apron-clad food slingers glances at you, and you nod like an excited dog. He reaches into a smoker box, withdraws a loaded skewer, and places it in your hand. Sweet, succulent barbecue. Savoring it at first, you start to grow paranoid that it'll be snatched from your hands, and you bear down on it with renewed fervor, huddling with it against your lips as you absently walk away from the grill. This meat. Bet you it's human. That's what I'm thinking. It looks, it's like good, fully developed veal. Not young, but not yet beef. Yes, very definitely like that, and not like any other meat you've tasted. In fact, so much so that you'd think no person with a palate of ordinary, normal sensitiveness could distinguish it from veal. It is mild, good meat with no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste, such as, for instance, goat, high game, and pork have. The steak is slightly tougher than prime veal, a little stringy, but not too tough or stringy to be agreeably edible. The roast is tender and in color. Texture, smell as well as taste strengthens your certainty that of all the meats you habitually know, veal is the one meat to which this meat is accurately comparable. Just then, an announcer pipes up, with the same oscillating voice every strip club DJ seems to have. He starts hyping the crowd. "Can you count, suckers?" he shouts. Patrons start yelling back. "I said, can you count, suckers?" On cue, a testosterone-fueled wave of shouts comes from the floor. "Raise those numbers," he calls with expectation, whatever. And everybody raises their fists in unison. The music changes, lights switch to UV, and numbers appeal on all the stamped hands. Your heart starts to race as you realize what's happening. Oh man. Looking around, everyone has a stamp, most like yours. Numbers, but it's clear now what the symbols are. Patrons like you have silhouettes of vultures next to their numbers. Those unlucky few who don't have lambs. The announcer calls a number, a low number. Feeling somewhat relieved, you raise your hand above your head. Patrons around you look up to it for a moment, then continue scanning the crowd. A scream of protest erupts from the far side of the arena. Everybody nearby looks across where a commotion is starting. A man is hoisted into the air like a crowd surfer at a concert and propelled to the arena gate. Patrons claw the remainder of his barbecue from his flailing hands, fighting over it like dogs. Guards wrangle the struggling man and toss him onto the dirt floor in the arena as the gate is sealed behind him. The winner is a filthy, weak, and confused-looking human. As he clambers to his feet, a clocking and squeaking sound crescends from the opposite side of the arena. Cheers start erupting throughout the warehouse as the source of the noise rolls into the arena through the garage door. The bot is little more than a heavy, treading ring of barbed spikes. A haphazardly hung LED ticker sits atop its mass, flickering the words Morning Star, confirming your suspicion as to its nature. It's like BattleBots, but with humans. Without pausing, the bot starts closing in on the human who, to his credit, has given up rattling the gate and is now facing the more immediate danger. He starts circling left, leading the bot to one side of the pit, then dashes right as fast as he can, bypassing the bot. The move buys him a few seconds as the bot spins in place on its treads, but he ends up in the same situation on the reverse side of the arena. This continues for a few laps, with the human visibly wearing down. Perhaps realizing his horror, he switches tactics and leads the robot towards a support column and allows it to get close before ducking around behind it. The bot starts turning in place, but the tread gets hooked on the pillar, and for a moment it appears to be stuck. You can sense the tingle of hope in the man as he watches the bot rock to and fro for several seconds. However, the bot's rocking eventually frees it, and it turns to face him again. Crestfallen, the man returns to his original strategy of dodging the robot like a bullfighter, ever more slowly each pass. It doesn't take long for the robot to wear down its already weakened prey, and it scores its first hit, trampling his leg under treads. The man's cry of pain is lost in a wave of cheering from the crowd as the robot backs up. The man hardly has time to limp before it rams him again, this time following through and impaling him against the wall. Damn. Drunk with bloodlust, the crowd is now screaming as the robot backs away once more from the stumbling, bleeding man. The bot rams him into the wall one more time and backs away, this time with the human stuck on its spikes. The crowd cries out in ecstasy, which eventually simmers down to a rabble as the arena service personally remove the entrails. Your mouth agape. You suddenly feel a wave of nausea. You begin looking around, panicked. Okay, that was a lot of reading. Interesting place. It's like BattleBots with humans and robots, and just a big bloodlust. Try to leave or see what happens next. I don't want to seem panicked. I don't want to get picked out from the crowd. But seeing what happens next, I have a chance of getting picked if he keeps going with the numbers. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what's happening next. Unsure what to do next, you look around to the room anxiously, waiting for something to happen. Word is, you've got a good medical plan. The voice startles you, even amidst the shouting crowd, and you turn to find a young man with an old face. He looks to be of Asian descent, with hair like a mop, big aviator glasses, and an improbably white fur coat. Okay. Relax, I didn't work here. In fact, I'm gonna try to make sure you don't either. Come on. He turns and heads towards the garage door. Since that's away from the arena's human-sized gate, you decide to follow. You get the sense he's a patron too, or at least not with the management, as neither guard nor patron seems to pay him much attention. A little bird told me, he shouts over the crowd and music, you might know a thing or two about cryogenics. He talks over his shoulder as he walks, as if tossing words your way. I know a guy who's looking for some heavy-duty cooling units. He may be willing to trade you for some info on where to score a few. You arrive at the massive garage door, and the cool air seems tinged with ozone. His name's the Stout. Come on, dude. I'll introduce you. Okay. Out in the robot prep yard, mechanics are tending to their creations. Your companion stops along a tall robot, reminiscent of a farm combine. You shudder to think what it does to a human with those blades, but then something inside moves. Crawling out the feeder house, behind the blades is a mechanic who looks around and satisfied, waves another out. The second looks more like one of the patrons than a mechanic starved and scared. The pair skulk along the fence line and disappear out of sight. Fur coat guy turns back to you with a proud yet devious grin on his face. The Stout is pleased to make your acquaintance. Now about that medical plan. He suggestively taps his wrist. About that trade. Just give him the info. Oh, a bracelet. We're gonna give him the bracelet. He was kind of suggestively taps his wrist, so he wants my bracelet. I'm just gonna give him the bracelet. I don't need to go to the arena. There. Oh, okay. I saw a bunch of stuff. You snap the printed bracelet from your wrist and hand it to him. He slides it through his fingers, reading the lettering on the strap. Nice, dude. He bobs his head. I may have to do an expedition there. And, nice name. Haha. He pulls a box out from under a flight case near the Combine bot. Here, he opens the box. Unclaimed, lost and found, let's say. Yeah. Let's see what I got. Hiya Poopy. What? Children's backpack. Okay. Oh, nice. A hardened spear. Ooh. Binoculars. Actually, I got really good stuff. Assorted small, more bags. Okay, let's do this. Take it. Take that. I'm gonna take this. Load it up. Hey, look, a boot. Take that back. Around my neck. No, put it around my neck. There we go. Hang that there. Cooked meat. I'll take that. I'll take a bottle. Some food. I don't need the cargo shorts, really. Small parts. Battery. I don't have any use for, but I'll take it. And some glass. Let's see, what can I do? Yeah. Do I have? No, I don't. Okay. That's gonna do it for that. This is just what he said to me. Alright, confirm. He looks over your shoulder. Oh, also, you'll probably want these back. You turn and see a familiar face from the front gate. She drops your checked items in a lockbox. You cast a glance back at the Stout, and he shrugs. What? I can't do this alone. Your safest bet is to go along the fence where they went. He thumbs over his shoulder, indicating the route the mechanic and patron followed. Unless you're still hungry, he laughs, mocking in a vomiting motion. See you around, dude, he calls over his shoulder, walking back to the warehouse. Yeah, let's see. Stout's friend waits as you gather your things from the lockbox. Better make sure you empty that locker while you have the chance. Once ready, you head along the fence, back to the relative sanity of the wastelands. Okay, let's see. Grab all my stuff now, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Here's all my stuff. Empty this out. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Put that back there. Can I even fit this? I don't think I can fit this in there. Nope. That's okay. I don't need it. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I lost all my stuff. I guess I don't need this. Do you want my multi-tool? That's a 61%. Okay. Oh wait. This is my other one. Empty this out. I'm just gonna put all this stuff in there, wherever it fits. Actually, let's organize it a little bit. Let's put the medicine together, and the shard, and we're good. Guess we're good there. Yep. Okay. Now we're good. And then we'll clear out this whole town. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Alright, I will see you guys in the next episode.